Hi guys, I'm sipping on a smoothie. Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to do a tutorial. So I'm starting off with just priming my face. I did a video before, I just didn't upload it. So I'm mixing primer. I put that all over. That's the Hard Candy Longwear primer, and I set it with the Coty Airspun powder. They're both found at Walmart. Okay, get your life. I use my beauty blender and I just kind of push it into my center of my face, like my T-zone, and I love it. Then I'm using for foundation, I'm all up in your face having a smoothie sip, but for foundation, that's the Too Faced Born This Way. It's one of the new shades Jackie Aina made. It's in the shade Butter Pecan. I purposely got a shade that was a little darker because it's summer and I'm trying to reach peak melanation, okay? Your girl's gonna be tanning a lot, so I got a darker shade, but you'll see. Everybody says it all comes together, but like it high-key does. Like you saw that beginning photo, okay? I was looking shapoppin'. So I'm just putting that all over my face. I feel like on my forehead, I don't know if you guys feel like this too. I feel like my forehead is like the darkest spot of my face all year round. But I also try to put it a little bit under my eyes. I feel like it helps with the coverage of my concealer. And I like to blend it midway to my neck. Not all the way down, but not just at the jawline because it's not enough. It's just not enough. So I'm blending that out okay, so now we're getting into highlighting. So this is the new Super Coverage Concealer. I have the shade Warm Beige. It is everything. I don't really want to use it to highlight because I'm like, I'd rather save the coverage for under my eyes, but I'm using this for everything because it's just so good. So I'm just blending that out and I'm setting it now. So that's the Coty powder again. There's a little bit of banana powder mixed in. That's the J-Cat Beauty powder. I don't show it because I always have extra left in the lid. And my hair is being annoying as hell. So that palette is the Ruby Kisses 3D Artist Contour Palette. I believe I have the shade Light Medium, and I'm taking one of the darker shades to contour my nose. I'm kind of indifferent to nose contour. I feel like it completes the look, but like, I love my nose. It's just there, but like, I love it. So I'm not really trying to do anything crazy to change the shape or anything. I just want to give it a little bit more definition because she's real cute, but she's just chilling there. And I don't set that with powder. Sometimes I do, but I'm not doing that today. Once my nose contour is done, I can start to clean up under my brows because once I blend it out, I'll blend it towards the nose contour to blend it out. I hope that made sense. So I'm taking a small shader brush, and that's still the Too Faced concealer, and I'm just carefully shaping under my brows. And then once I do the baseline, I just run that bad boy all over. But I start out nice and slow and steady first, and I kind of go in with it, never on the top. The top is just for foundation, okay? I don't want to have like halo all around my brows. But now I'm gonna take a dual fiber blending brush, and I'm just blending that out. So this is also gonna act as my eyeshadow base for the shadow we're wearing. So, and then I'm doing a little bit of touch ups. I mainly just try to blend it out towards the crease because now you see I'm gonna do under my eyes. I'm still using the Born This Way. My shade is Warm Beige. I don't know if I said it, but once I blend this out, that'll set the lid. Prime the lid, sorry. And I kind of use this, you can see I'm tracing alongside of where I've contoured and then going to under my eye. It just kind of helps, I think, all the shaping that we're doing to blend in better. And that smoothie was good because I'm gonna keep drinking it. My mommy made it and she never really makes smoothies, so anywho, I'm going back in with the beauty blender. I only use the black beauty blender because you know what, the pink one, the nude one, it's gonna look dirty and I just don't have time for that, okay? I hate cleaning things that still look dirty, so I'm using the beauty blender. Once I blend out the majority of my eyes, you'll see I kind of switch over to the bottom just to help me soften out the lines because sometimes I bring it down a little too low. And I'm going back in with the powder and I'm pushing it in first. It's sped up so you can't really see, but I'm pushing it in first and then I'm just patting away. And then this is kind of where I just got really pissed off. And I just decided to put my hair up. So, and my bangs are like tucked away because I'm trying to keep the volume there. So yeah. Anywho, back to makeup. I'm just gonna push that in. I'm going in with my favorite pressed powder. This is the mineral pressed powder from Ruby Kisses again. I have the shade I think it's Golden Honey, but when I get darker, I use the shade Caramel. It is everything. It just like softens lines. I don't care what foundation I'm using, like how expensive it is, I'm setting my face with this. And if you're wondering why I'm making these crazy ass faces, I was watching Alva J's video. It was a mukbang that she did with the Net 69, and if you saw the part where they were talking about the bong, like oh, you're gonna see me starting to stare at the screen more because I was just cracking up and I didn't want to miss it. See, like right here, right there, while I bake under my eyes. Funny because, you know, baked in that. I'm like stuck on stupid watching the videos. I couldn't laugh because I knew I was filming, but anywho, so you'll see that I'm baking under my eyes. That's gonna help me catch the fallout. The center of my forehead, my chinny chin chin, and under my contour. I haven't contoured yet. I'm about to. This is my baby that's broken. I'm about to get a new one. This is the Morphe 8H highlight and contour palette, and I believe I'm mixing the shades Fabulous and Debutante, and I'm using a tapered face brush. One of my favorite brushes that I got in a set a long time ago from eBay. I'm just freaking obsessed with this bronzer palette. The highlights being broken kills me, but you can see I'm just going, I try to like to go on like the outer corners of my eyes and of course my cheeks. I try to get it on the temples of my forehead, but making sure I blend it into the hairline, and then I already did my neck a little bit just to have everything be cohesive all throughout. So yeah, I'm going back in, getting a little extra. I'm a bronzer whore, okay? Like, I love bronzer. I just did a little bit of a hiccup, but I love bronzer. So I was about to get into the shadow, but I don't do that. I like to dust away the bake on my face first. So I'm going to leave the under eyes because, again, it's going to catch the fallout if there is any. But I'm going into dusting away the powder on my cheeks and my forehead and my chin. And I'm starting with the shade, I believe that's called Define Me. It is called Define Me, but you're going to see in a second. I also mix bronze. No, not bronze. I lied. Evolve. So I'm taking Define Me and Evolve. It's a gorgeous... These crease shades, oh my god, you guys, I'm obsessed. So I'm using I believe that's the Sephora Pro Crease Brush. That is my favorite brush. You need at least two. I have two, and I feel like I need two more. It's my favorite, and a lot of the time Sephora will have it on sale. I'm actually gonna look. So now we're getting into the crease. So I'm taking the shade Pine. I don't know if I said it. I should have. This is the Morphe 39A palette. It was limited edition, but it came back. I don't know if it's going to continue to be limited edition, but I'm so happy that I have it. So I'm taking the shade Pine, and that is a tapered blending brush, and I'm putting that a little directly in my crease, but I'm also trying to blend it up. I wanted those transition shades to make it easier to not have the green be so like boom, a random ass green, because I didn't have a lighter shade that I wanted to use with my crease. So I wanted to ease into it, and I'm blending that out, and I'm going back in with the same Sephora brush to kind of help me blow it out a little bit more. And I'm sipping on the smoothie, and I'm watching the vlog or the mukbang or whatever it is. So now we're going into the lid shade. That one is called Inspire. I only use the one palette, well, the two Morphe palettes for this look. So I'm taking a flat synthetic shader brush, and I'm just packing that on. You'll see that I'm trying to leave the inner corner alone. We're going to put another shade there. If it gets a little bit over, if you're like following whilst I do it, if it gets a little bit over, that's fine, but you really want to leave the inner corner at least bare. So I'm packing that on, and you can kind of see I switch around the direction of my brush so I can make sure I'm getting like closer to the crease and right where I need it on the outer corner. So that being said, I'm taking a smaller synthetic brush, and I'm using the shade Tailor. It's a gorgeous like icy blue but like teal sort of shade. It looks really nice with these colors. So that's going in the inner 1/3, I guess you could say, of the eye. And I'm looking stuck on stupid because I'm watching a video. And then I'm just going back in with that tapered brush. I didn't add any extra product on there. I'm just trying to make sure that the lines look a little softer. I'm taking my poor little baby palette. I'm so sad it's broken, you don't understand. But I'm taking a super tiny brush, and I'm using the shade Glam from the 8H palette. I know they have one for cooler tones. I don't know if it has Glam, but you can use any highlighter that you have, to be honest. There wasn't one in the palette. I'm not mad at that because I know I have highlighter. So I just used the other palette since it was right in front of me. And I also put that under the brow bone, but I only do it at the highest point of my brow. I don't like a fully frosty brow. I'm taking the shade Fickle, and I didn't really describe the brush I used before. So this is a fluffier shader brush. It's a white haired brush. I think that's goat hair, but I try to buy synthetic, so I can't really even tell you right now. But I go in because you can see I have these big ass eyes, so I go in with the shadow down there. I love it, and I love that Fickle shade. It's like a lighter olive. This is one of my favorite products ever. It's by Jordana. It's their eyeshadow pencil in Continuous Almond. They also make regular eyeliners, but get the eyeshadow pencil because it's bigger. And then I'm just using my e.l.f. stippling brush, and I'm dusting that away, and I'm using the butt of my beauty blender to kind of soften out the harsh line that the baking powder left, because I didn't want it too harsh. And then I'm freaking out because I'm like, where's my shit? And I'm putting stuff away because I hate when everything gets flustered. I hate when my desk gets all crazy. And that is a Kiko mascara. It is from their Free Soul collection, and I was like, oh look, because it matches my eyes, you know. I put a little bit. It looks like I'm putting a lot. I really hate lower lash line mascara. If I wasn't wearing lashes and if I didn't put shadow down there, it would have been completely bare. But, you know, I wanted to balance out the look or whatever, so I put a little bit there. And I'm taking lashes. I have a video on it, so I cut it out. But those are the sultry_A lashes by Kiss and the Kiss Lash Glue. So you can see me just adjusting it there. And I'm like, hey, lashes popping or whatever. And now I am taking, that is a Morphe blending brush. I want to say it's right in front of me. That is the Morphe 330 brush. And I mixed, what did I mix? I mixed Glam with a gold shade in there, but your girl's one-handed right now, so I mixed 2 shades in there. And I'm also putting that above my lips. So I have my nose, my cheeks. I try to blend it into the eyes just a little bit, and then on the cupid's bow of my lips, because it just looks popping, okay? And that lip liner is MAC Chestnut. I love Chestnut and I love Cork, so it's normally going to be one of the two. I try not to overline, but I try to get directly on the line. So I don't advise you to watch videos whilst lining your lips with a darker shade, but you know, I like to live on the edge, so I'm getting that. And this is actually the KKWX Kyliecosmetics, one of those liquid lips. I'm using the shade Kimberly. I was gonna do something different, but I used this when I did the look yesterday, and that's what I had on my photos, so I'm taking that for today, blending that out. And then this is also the same thing I used yesterday. This is by Maybelline. It's their Vivid Hot Lacquer lip gloss, and this is in the shade Charmer, one of my faves. And I'm like, yay, face is almost done. I just wanted to track the lash line of the lashes. Bleh. So I'm using NYC liner. It's not sold, but when people were saying it was going to be gone, I bought like 4 of those, and we're getting close to the end of one. So now we're really done. So I'm letting down my hair. It's a frizzy ass mess, but I'm letting it down. And I always pin my bangs like in a little curly Q, so I'm playing with those bad boys and finessing the bangage because I want to look cute for y'all and for me. And my earring was bothering me, so I'm taking my little brushy brush. Oh yeah, don't you just love when your bangs do that? So here is when I attempt to pose for you guys, because we're done, and I really hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next.